guys? Welcome to Between the Whistle, and let's talk about Green Bay Packers versus Lions on Monday Night Football. Let's throw up some stats real quick. Aaron Rodgers, 24 for 39, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Jamal Williams had an awesome game, 14 carries, 104 yards. Aaron Jones, 11 carries, 47 yards. Alan Lazard came up big for the Packers in receiving after MVS went out for a little bit and Geronimo Allison went out. He had 4 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown. The touchdown coming right after he had a drop. Aaron Rodgers just went right back to him. Gave him that touchdown. Jamal Williams, 4 catches, 32 yards, and a touchdown. So, an awesome all-around game for Jamal Williams. He showed up after missing last week with the concussion. And then for the defense, Zadarius Smith, 1 sack. Preston Smith with 1.5 sacks. And Kyle Fackrell with half a sack, helping Preston Smith out. Mason Crosby went 3 for 3 on field goals and hit the game-winning field goal. Some bad notes for the Packers. Darius Shepard fumbled the punt, didn't call a fair catch when he should have. Gets tackled, fumble occurs, and Lions come up with the ball and have good field position. They don't capitalize, they end up kicking a field goal thanks to the defense. He also had a drop pass that hit him right in either the chest or the face mask as he slipped as he was coming back to the ball and bounced off him, and it was intercepted, and that was Aaron Rodgers' 1 interception. So not a great game for Darius Shepard. Also, Aaron Jones had a fumble. So 3 Packers turnovers that the Lions just didn't capitalize on. Just a sloppy all-around game from the Packers. 3 turnovers, the interception, fumble by Darius Shepard, and a fumble by Aaron Jones. Defense had a good game. They forced the Lions to kick a lot. Matt Prater went 5 for 5 with a long of 54. So Matt Prater fought to keep the Lions pretty much ahead the whole game until kind of closer to the end. And the Lions fans rightfully should be mad this game. 2 missed calls. Trey Flowers was called twice for a hands to the face when he was just grabbing, kind of just not even really grabbing, just kind of pushing David Bakhtiari in the shoulder pad and making his head kind of go back. But neither one of them were really hands to the face calls, and both those calls saved the Packers' drive. They both gave them a first down. One led to the Alan Lazard touchdown. The other one led to a Jamal Williams run, where the Packers eventually just ran out the clock, and Mason Crosby kicked the game-winning field goal. And so 2 big missed calls. This game just dictated by the refs at the end, and it seems to just never fail this year, where the refs just mess up the primetime game when everybody's watching. The refs got to be better this year. And this is coming from a Packers fan. Obviously, I'm happy Packers won, but it doesn't always feel great when you get a win like that. So for the Lions, Stafford, 18 for 32, 265 yards. Kerryon Johnson, 13 carries, 34 yards, and a touchdown. Kenny Golladay, 5 receptions, 121 yards. And then obviously the Lions didn't capitalize on 3 of the Packers' turnovers. They only had 1 touchdown. And so that's kind of where the Lions failed in this one on the offensive end. So let's talk a little bit more about the refs. I mean, the refs there's maybe after you see the first call on Trey Flowers where he got called for hands to the face, and it saved the Packers' drive, led to a touchdown. Everybody sees it. It's not hands to the face. So they call it again, which saves the drive for the Packers. They win the game, run out the clock. Mason Crosby, Lambeau leap. But after you call that first one, and then you call the second one, and they don't even talk about it. They don't talk it over. They just call it, save the Packers drive again. They go win. When really it could have been they forced the Packers to kick their field goal early, and there's still maybe a minute or a little bit less on the clock. Just around a minute left on the clock for the Lions to try and go score. And then maybe the Packers have to try and go score because, the Lions didn't have any timeouts. Just a critical the first one not too bad. Like, it's just one missed call, but right there at the end, in crunch time, Trey Flowers called for another hands to the face, exact same thing, and just nothing you can do about that if you're the Lions. Obviously, the offense should have scored a little bit more. Matt Prater shouldn't have to score every drive, but that's just how it goes. And, the refs got to be better. The NFL's got to do something about it. Every game seems to be where the refs stink. They just stink. Anyway, guys, that's my rant on the Packers and Lions game. I'm happy the Packers won. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure to like and subscribe. And these refs stink.